Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm Chase.
I'm Brent.
Nice to meet you. So, I talked with your brother Billy a while back, and about a irrigation company that you own and operate, and said you might be interested in the ADP software.
Well, tell me a little bit about ADP.
So ADP is a software that kind of does all the behind-the-scenes stuff that most people don't enjoy doing. The payroll, the HR, it gives you the freedom to manage your payroll and all that anywhere.
Oh.
So instead of taking time out of your workday, if you're on lunch and want to do it real quick, you just pull up the app and you can do it. We'll file your quarterly tax or your taxes automatically. We handle all the behind-the-scenes paperwork, things like that.
Okay, yeah. So, I run the rainwater irrigation company. We currently have 5 employees, 3 crew members, including my brother, a secretary, and then an administrative office person, and me. I'm like kind of I do all of the behind the scenes, as you were saying.
Okay.
We currently use QuickBooks.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Yep, I'm familiar with it.
It costs $350. We think it's gonna do like $100 every year or something for updates or something.
Okay.
And then I also have an accountant, and he's kind of a buddy of mine. He said he would do it for $3,000 a year, kind of helping me out.
Okay.
And we're working together to kind of get the paperwork figured out. We're not 100% sure, but he was a big fan of my previous football career until I hurt my knee, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you're currently using QuickBooks, correct?
Right.
For payroll. About how long do you do like weekly, bi-weekly, monthly for your payroll?
Everyone gets paid every week.
Okay.
And then it takes me about 30 minutes each time. I also have to file quarterly reports.
Okay. So on payroll alone in a month, you're looking at about 2 hours out of your day that you could be putting into the business that you have to step back and just do paperwork.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of paperwork. And then I'm actually not a big fan of like working with the IRS or other governmental agencies.
Yeah.
Taxes and all that stuff.
Taxes can be very confusing. I completely understand that. So, do you have a lot of like turnover in your business? I know with only 5 employees that you might not think you do, but I know probably excluding your brother, you might have people come and go relatively frequently.
Right. So my brother has been the constant. We have had kind of a higher turnover rate, I'd say, but then again, we are only a couple of 5 people.
No, I completely understand. One way ADP can help with that is they do kind of help with the screening of potential applicants.
Okay.
What that means is it's not necessarily people who have physically turned in an application into your company that you would be able to sit down and look at a paperwork application.
Yeah.
But it could find people who have been in the industry before, who may even be currently employed. It doesn't go that into detail. It can't weed out who's employed and who's not, but it can put you in contact with people who have been in the industry and who could potentially help grow your business.
Okay. Yeah. So one thing I'm not for sure about ADP is that since I am such a small company, I'm just gonna do it, and then you're gonna forget about me.
No, yeah, I completely understand. So with ADP, we have different sectors. We've got small business, medium business, large business, and then the Amazons, the Walmarts, chains like that. Yeah. They're all in their own individual category, with each category having many representatives available that specialize in each area. So specifically, I mean, they're in all areas, but one thing that sounds like it could really benefit you is payroll professionals are available to you through the app. I'll show that to you in 1 second. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you're ever questioning your payroll, if you need to be putting more into their 401k, if you want to put more into their insurance plan, if you want to put more into child support, whatever, they have that opportunity where you can call and talk to them. Here, I'll go ahead and show you the app if you want to look at it real quick.
I know we do odd jobs sometimes at odd times. It just kind of depends.
No, I completely understand.
Okay. So how long do you think it would take me to do do payroll compared to what I'm doing?
Currently with QuickBooks, you're doing about a half hour a week, you said?
Right.
Realistically, you could do this in 10 minutes. As your company grows, it will start to add a little bit of time. But even so, the small business division is between 1 and 49 employees. Currently, you are on the low end. So it would be very, very quick, very easy, very efficient for you to do it.
Right.
As you grow, it will add a little bit of time. But realistically, even if you do hit the 49 employee mark, I don't think it'll take you over 20 minutes to complete payroll for all of your employees.
Right. And this does direct deposit or
you can do either or.
Okay.
Whatever the preference is of your employee, you can have them do direct deposit straight to their bank account of their choice, or if they prefer getting paper checks like I do, you can have them do that option. And then when you click submit on payroll on the app, it'll transmit, and then they will get mailed their physical check next week on Monday.
Okay. Yeah, I just, one of my other reservations is not being able to learn this as quickly.
No, I completely understand. As you can see with this demo app that we do and provide, it's very interactive. It shows how hard it is to set up. Like, so if you click new right here, you can start weekly, and then you can go through, set your date and all that, click start, and then it gives you all the options here. So this is your 401k, your insurance and all that. You can select what you want to pay into, what comes out of their check, things like that. Once you get that satisfied, you just click next.
Okay.
Go through here, and it shows different categories, different employees.
Okay.
They can break it down to, for the larger businesses, it can break down from management to, say, Walmart, for example, management, like specialty areas like technology, and then under technology you'll have all of the employees, just trying to make it easier to try if you're looking for one specific individual. So let's click on this one here.
Oh, okay.
And it shows, you can just enter their hourly rate, their hours, salary amount, and all that. And then once you get all that entered, you can go through and save all the information other than the hours that they have put in for the week.
Okay.
So come next week, you just open up the app, go and input how many hours they have in. And then one nice thing, if you still do a manual clock-in method, with the ADP app, they can clock in and out on the app.
So my employees can use the app too?
Yes, all of your employees will have the app, will have access to the app, I should say.
Okay.
And then they can clock in and out on the app.
Okay.
And then, so at the end of the week, you go through and double check everything. It already has the hours filled in. And then once you okay everything, double check it, you can click submit and you're done. So I don't know if you want to keep messing with that at all.
Yeah. One of my other things is that I'm currently living off my savings. We haven't quite turned a profit.
No,
yet.
I completely understand that. Yeah.
Accounts. What kind of price are we talking here?
So currently you're paying $350 for your QuickBooks, which I completely understand. For this software, it will be $400. I do understand that it is a little bit more than what you're currently paying, but there will be no maintenance fee on that. Any update will be automatically sent out free of charge, so you'd lose the expense of $100 per year on upkeep and maintenance and all that. And then also it'll allow you more time out of the office, whether it's prospective jobs, networking, things like that, which could build your business instead of dedicating that time to paperwork.
Right. Okay. And then, what about training my employees on the app? Is that going to be hard? Am I going to have to?
Basically, what we'll do is when if you decide to go with us, we'll come into your office, to your main location, and we'll sit down with you individually and your office administrator, your secretary, and we'll do a one-on-one with both of you guys on this, and we'll get you guys fully immersed into the app. You'll know every in and out, how to do it. It'll be a one-day thing. You will lose a day of work, but it'll save you in the long run. And then once you guys get it, we'll take the time out sometime later down the road, later that week, and sit down with your employees for 2 hours, 3 hours, and show them the basics of what they need to understand, because they don't need to know how to access payroll and all that.
Right.
So they just need the simple things and how, what they want their money to go into and things like that. And we'll show them how to change, whether it's the 401k, the child support, the insurance, things like that. So if one check they want to put a lot into their 401k, they can.
Oh, okay.
And things like that. So realistically, you yourself would be losing one full day of business and learning every single in and out, and then your employees would lose about 2 or 3 hours a few days down the road before the app before the software gets completely implemented.
Right.
So they're still able to track their hours and still get paid for those hours, but you don't lose time on the app physically by it activating when we show you, and then they lose a few days.
Okay.
So,
well, I think you might have got me sold.
Awesome. Yeah, the setup is really simple. We'll come in and get it all set up for you after we go through everything and make sure your employees understand it, you and your office administrator understand it, and it should be about a 1 or 2 day thing.
Okay.
Just updating your computers, make sure you have the right software, things like that. And then, we'll be able to download it and pull up, and you'll set up your account, you'll log in and all that, and then you'll be good to go.
Well, let's get the ball rolling then.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Oh, shit, 11 minutes.